Hello lovelies, today we are doing beetroot. Isn't this amazing? I love beetroot. Just the colour alone tells you that it's full of nutrients, powerful antioxidants, which as cancer survivors we want a lot of in our diet. Also, it contains a compound which is said to help our blood vessels dilate and help to reduce blood pressure. So it really is a super duper vegetable. Now, with beetroot, when you buy it like this, it's almost like you're getting 2 for 1. You're getting this beautiful root vegetable, and then you're getting some amazing leafy greens. Remember, we just want to get leafy greens into us every single day. So guess who will be eating greens every single day? So what do you do with them? Now, before I hear you say, oh, I thought you couldn't eat those, it's the rhubarb. Rhubarb leaves are the ones that you can't eat, but beetroot leaves you absolutely can. So all I would do is chop it off, give them a really good wash, because often there's quite a bit of sand in there, and then just chop them, and I love them cooked up with mushrooms, just divine. The other thing you can do is take the little baby leaves and maybe put them in a smoothie, and yeah, fantastic. So the first thing I want to show you today is beetroot chips. I just cannot believe how many people I introduced beetroot chips to, and they just never had them and can't believe how good they are. So you would, when we get our beetroot, we chop off the leaves and, you know, be washing them and doing something later with them. Wash this, and then simply, I don't even bother peeling them. If you've washed this well, and especially if it's organic, you don't need to be peeling it. And then just slice them exactly the same way you would sweet potato. And then put them on your tray. And remember the trick where I just put a teaspoon of olive oil or coconut oil onto my hand, mix it with the other, and then just swoosh it over those whatever vegetables you're going to be cooking. Sprinkle with some herbamare, and there you have it. They don't cook evenly like the sweet potatoes. The little ones will go a little bit, you know, crispy and wrinkled and chippified. But they are just amazing. I really encourage you to try them. And just, yeah, you never know. Who knows in your family who just might love them. Okay, so with sweet potato, no, that was last week, beetroot, we do sometimes want to get rid of the skin. The skin can be a little bit fibrous and woody and overpowering, kind of just like the way sometimes carrot skins can. So what I did today was I just steamed them, and then the skins just peel off. Or you can wrap them in alfoil, wrapping them in baking paper first so that the aluminium doesn't get into the beetroot. And then we just, literally, the skin just peels off. You can see how it's just coming off. So obviously you want to cool them, you cook them, steam them, and then the skin just peels off so easily. And there you go. And I did quite think to myself that here I was wearing white today and doing beetroot, so I'm not going to touch myself. And that's it, just peel the skin off and then you're ready to go. That can then get chopped up and put in a salad. I'm actually going to make a beetroot hummus. So exactly the same way that you would make a normal hummus, but this time I'm going to put in some cooked beetroot. And here's another one, pop them in. And yes, your hands do get stained, nothing you can do about that. What I wanted to show you though was, with hummus, we always put garlic in. And I know that garlic can be one of those things that's a pain in the neck to get it out. And so a lot of people revert to the jarred garlic. Now, I don't know about you, but I can taste it. Even if someone makes like a spaghetti bolognese or a hummus, I can taste that it's not fresh garlic. I think that's one of the things that really makes people sit up and go, wow, this is the nicest hummus I've ever had. One, usually because it's not store-bought, but also because I use the fresh ingredients. I use real garlic, real lemon juice, not, you know, the bottled lemon juice, and it really does make a difference. And It's a pain, I know. It's a real pain trying to get garlic out of its skin. But just recently, I know you can crush it, get your knife and crush it. Recently, I've just been cutting the ends off and then just cutting it in half, opening it up, and literally the skins peel off. Now, you might already know this, so that's great. But the skins just pop off so easily. So I really would encourage you to persevere with the fresh ingredients. It just, not only is there so much more nutrients, but the flavour is just amazing. So in this, like other hummus, we have the garlic, we have tahini, which is the sesame seed paste. We have a can of chickpeas, which if you can see closely, I forgot chickpeas, so this is actually a 4-bean mix, but that doesn't matter. We are going to have some salt, which of course I use the Herbamare, and my freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now, often you will need some fluid for a hummus, whether you're making a hummus just without the beetroot or a normal hummus, you need some fluid. And this is where a lot of people would use olive oil. I don't. I think that there's enough oil in there using the tahini. So if I need a little bit more fluid, I'll just add water until I get the right consistency. And then we're just going to blend that up until you might have to push that down and do it a couple of times, but that is going to be an amazing hummus with all those beautiful flavours, but you've got the beetroot in there as well. All right, delish. Now the third thing I'm going to show you how to make is a pudding. So really this is just an excuse to use some beautiful roasted, I steamed it and took the skin off it, some little beetroots. I'm going to put in a punnet of strawberries and a banana. And then I'm just going to blend it. And this is just going to be such a healthy dessert. And where's my... moisture in the strawberries, you don't need to add any more fluid. So that's just the beetroot, punnet of strawberries and a banana, and then you will just pour that into a bowl, and then obviously we get a scraper, scrape all that out, and then mix in a 1/4 cup of chia seeds. Stir that in, and then the chia seeds are of course going to swell, and you're going to get like a pudding. So it's just going to be lovely and thick. And so you can pop that in the fridge like that, or you can put it in individual little cups, and then that would just be just gorgeous, served with a little bit of coconut yogurt and maybe some pumpkin seeds sprinkled on it. It would just be amazing. And look how divine that is. Look at the colour. So excited. To be eating a vegetable as a dessert is just tops as far as I'm concerned. All right, the last thing is a quick salad. So once again, we're just going to be using any green for the base. In this, I've said rocket. I love the flavour of rocket, but that really could be any green that you've got in your garden or anything you've got in the fridge, baby spinach. And then we want some roasted vegetables. So here I've used carrot because I just love the colours. I love the different colours. and we are looking at beetroot, but really anything you've got in the fridge. You know, if you get to the end of the week and you've got a capsicum and you've got a zucchini and you've got a beetroot and a couple of carrots, just throw them all in the oven, roast them up, and then you can just pop them on top of your greens. Of course, we've coated them in a little bit of coconut oil, sprinkled them with herbamare, cooked them up, and then you want to have some kind of dressing. So I'm going to think my recipe actually said lemon juice and a little bit of honey. Now I know that I don't usually use liquid sweeteners. My preference is not to use liquid sweeteners. But if a teaspoon of honey in your salad dressing is going to mean that your family loves it compared to not, then use a teaspoon of honey. If you don't want to use the honey, then you could throw a handful of goji berries on there. I mean, for me though, the roasted carrot and the roasted beetroot is sweet enough. But this, just simply doing some lemon juice on there, and then some herbamare, and then maybe you might want to throw some sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds on there, and you just have a divine salad. So I hope you got a lot out of today, and if you are looking for any of the other recipes, the other Creative Veggie Workshop series that I've done, they're all on my blog, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.